So with that, so when did you realize like you wanted to because I know then y'all started you launched from there, you launched like your own beverages. Like how was that transition? Like when did you decide like okay, we've been talking about it, let's try and provide a solution to the problem that we've been
Yeah.
talking about?
So that was my brainchild. And it's actually, so it's not a line of beverages. It's actually going to restaurants and providing a template with some beverages behind it of non-alcoholic drinks. So, how I met you was I went to a local restaurant back in December. I said, hey, I have an idea to kind of like freshen up the vibe and really include some people that have been socially isolated for a really long time. And that is non-alcoholic drinks. And how can we provide a menu and a safe space for people to come where they know that they're going to get great tasting drinks, a deal, and they can just feel like a part of the conversation. Because when you go
Mm,
to a nice restaurant and you're having a good dinner, or let's say you're out with friends and you're at the bar and you order a soda, as soon as you order the soda, doesn't matter how long you've been sober, you still feel different. You feel
yeah, yeah.
separated from everybody else, right?
Hmm.
But if you order a beer that's NA, but it tastes amazing, you still feel like you're a part of everything that's going on. And so that's really what I brought to them. And then together we made a really great, we call it alternative cocktail menu, because if you're calling it a mocktail, you're kind of downplaying just how good things are. And they
Yeah.
make some really great, um, they're spiritless liquors. So like a gin that's non-alcoholic, rum, um, whiskey, and tequila. They have all those different ones, and there's a lot of different drinks that are out there now that are really great tasting that people just don't even know are available.
Yeah, man, and that's so funny that you say that because they like, I kind of want to see the videos of me talking about it because like so I tried the beverage that the first one that you gave me outside, and I'm drinking it and I'm like so like and then I'm like so what is this, and the guy's like yeah, like the guy next to me was like asking all the questions I was thinking, and as I'm
Hmm.
drinking more, you tell him like no, there's no alcohol in it. He's like what, and I'm almost like spit out my drink. I'm like, seriously, nothing.
Yeah.
And I had a beer, I believe. I had a beer outside. I had a beer.
Yep. Yep. So that was it's Uncool is the brand, which I
Okay.
really at first I was like, really, we're gonna call like non-alcoholic stuff uncool, but really they're like taking it back and are like facetious with it and sarcastic, and that's me. So like I love
Yeah.
it. And it's my favorite NA beer I've had. And it was an IPA is what you had. And
Yeah.
it's a very kind of it's not as hoppy and it's got that citrusy flavor and it's
Hmm.
really easy to drink. Like even people who didn't like beer, they tend to like that the taste of that one.
Yeah, yeah. And it was a very solid beverage. And then I went inside and then I tried the other beverages. And then that's when I kind of just like went down the line. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try this one, this one, this one. So like I distinctly remember the old fashioned. So the
Yeah.
old fashioned I drunk and I'm like, really? I'm like, you guys are so. I'm like, I said, this is so close. It's frightening. Like the old fashioned was that close. I was like, I'm like, if I forget what I actually told her, but I'm like, if y'all can add just a little bit of that, I'm telling you, most people would not know.
Yep.
The only time they would notice is when they didn't get in the intoxicated part that
Right.
they were looking for.
Yeah, and that's what so we actually brought in like 5 or 6 different kinds of spiritless liquor to try it. And then we're like, okay, what kind of recipes do we want to do? And that's what so what you saw was like the launch of the happy hour that that restaurant is running on every single Tuesday night. And if it's popular enough, it's going to move to Thursday nights. And
Mm.
that is like showing people that the choice that they didn't know they had, where you can go out and still have the ritual and the tradition of having a beer, having an old fashioned, having a mixed drink, but there's no alcohol. So now you can go drive. Now you can still have really great conversations and still feel involved with everything that's going on.
Yeah, yeah, and it was like it. like if when I tell you seasoned drinkers, okay, that it is that spot on. It's literally that spot on. The only thing that you like, if you're a traditional, if you order one and you're normally getting it smoked, it's not a smoked one. It's just a regular old fashioned. That's the
Yep.
one that is close to. It's a regular old fashioned. Like if you're looking for smoked or oh I get this at look it's not that one, but it's old regular traditional old fashioned. Yeah, it's there. It's there. Then I think I tried the tequila after that. The tequila, or was it a margarita?
It was probably, was it oh goodness gracious. There was no margarita, but it was mimosa.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Mimosa. There we go. Okay. I knew it was
The
an M.
mimosa is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's 3 different gin drinks. So there's like a gin meal,
Mm-hmm.
a passion fruit, kind of like a punch, and then a bramble, like a blackberry bramble, which was gin. And I think the
Okay.
gin drinks are incredible as well. And I was not a gin drinker. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, as someone who's 9.5 years sober, after I drink all of these drinks, I have to check the bottle to make sure that this is non-alcoholic, because I'm like, this
Right.
tastes pretty dang close. So, but yeah, that gin is just, it's unbelievably good. And it's actually made in Oregon, so not too far from
Wow.
you. Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think. Let's see. Then? So what? It's like. So are you just? What are your bigger aspirations and goals with this?
Yeah. So
With this
what
movement?
what I'm trying to do is go to restaurants and just create a menu that isn't just like, oh, here's 3 NA drinks that are in the bottom corner of the menu that taste like crap and they're just juice that are mixed together.